In this pentatonic solo lesson, we will use a simple two-step formula to solo without theory overload. Step 1 is learn how to choose a scale that works over all the chords. Step 2 is learning how to solo over the chord changes using your ear. Then I will show you how this works in the real world. I will randomly pick some blues rock backing tracks and then demonstrate how to use this two-step formula to solo. All this coming right up. Did you know that you can choose a scale by using the corresponding pentatonic scale of the first chord of a progression? So if the first chord in the progression is B minor, let's say, B minor pentatonic we would choose, and it would work over all those chords. If the first chord in the progression's A major pentatonic. And these are just general rules, but also if there's a seventh chord, let's say C7, you can use major or minor. Use that minor sound and then back to major. Let's test this out in the real world. If we just search for blues rock backing track, and it comes up right away. And then we just pick a track. So this one starts in A minor, and the A minor pentatonic fits over this like a glove. Use your ear. You can play up and down the scale, but there's notes that sound better than other ones do. I'm going to break down some of these ideas coming up shortly. Yeah, we got a blues here. It starts in C7. I really like to use the minor pentatonic here. We can use major or minor, but my main scale is going to be C minor pentatonic. Get back to home base, use your ear over these changes. Some notes will sound better than others, but you need to practice it. And you can use the major pentatonic also. Let's try another one. Nice. This one starts in E major. I would start with the E major pentatonic. Another one. Oh, we got a E7 here. E7 blues. I like starting with the E minor pentatonic scale though. You can use major or minor over that 7th chord progression. You don't really have to think too much. Use your ear and kind of flow up and down the scale, keeping in mind home bass, the E note. I will break these ideas down coming up though. You can use the major also, sounds great. My point, locating the scale that goes with that first chord is how I do it. It's that simple. And using your ear doesn't happen overnight, but start doing it because it's going to give you confidence and you can solo without thinking too much. Using arpeggios and triads and chord tones and a lot of other things can kind of give you theory overload at times, but this is a way just to solo with freedom over these blues rock tracks. Just search blues rock backing track and these just come right up in all different keys. Choose that scale, that pentatonic that goes with that first chord, major or minor, or a lot of times you can use major and minor and mix them. Let's break down some of these ideas. If we look at A minor, the usual suspects for a minor blues are D minor and E minor. But we need to listen for those changes. We don't necessarily have to, hit chord tones every time and hit a triad. It is good to know that stuff and to work on that. But what I'm talking about here is just letting loose, let your mind be free and hit those notes that sound good to you. But keeping in mind this home bass scale, A minor pentatonic, and these home bass, the root notes are so important. Play small phrases. Sometimes start in the center of the scale. Just don't start running up and down the scale. Start from the home bass note, the root note in this A minor. All those phrases work so well over any of the chords. But when you get comfortable, hitting the root note of each chord is a great place to start. But you can listen for that. You know that note is that tonal center of that chord. And then it goes to E minor. Sometimes you can just simply walk chromatically down. And I almost always use the extended pentatonic with the blue note. I like using the extended because it's so easy to slide up to some of these notes. Flow up and down using small phrases is the key for me. And then when I was in the C7 there, that track came up with C7, I still, sometimes it really depends on what the band's doing, but a lot of times I'm still going to play minor pentatonic, just hinting at the major pentatonic, just here and there, just little spotty places. So C extended pentatonic with the blue note. That scale alone covers so much ground over a blues rock backing track. But again, if you hint those few little major notes, sometimes I just like going up the major like that, hammering on. In this case, it's the major third of C from 8 to 9 on the G string, 8, 10 on the B, and then you have that root note, home bass note here in the 8th fret of the E string. Then you can go down the minor pentatonic. Same lick I did in the A minor. These licks, you get a few good licks that sound good and you're comfortable with, they are movable. And also with this extended scale, not only can you slide easily, but you have the root note here and you have this, you can play the same phrases. Then looking at this one that was a D major, it went to C. You can play major or minor, and when I hear that, I just think major. I would use the D major extended pentatonic with that blue note. And don't abandon the up and down position here. And over a simple track like that was in D, your home bass note fits over every chord. Get to that note, 7th fret of the G string's a D note, 10th fret of the E string. That root note, that home bass note is your best friend when you're trying to play by ear. And you will hear those chord changes and you will instantly know if a note's working or not. Don't be afraid to try some new things. And the best way to practice this concept is to do what I did. Put blues rock backing track in, start running down ones that interest you, and then really concentrate on the ones that you're having fun with. So step 1 again, let's say B minor. The progression starts with B minor. Use the extended scale. And as the changes come up, use your ear and that sliding motion. And use that blue note. It's so powerful. Trying to slow some of these down. If you want to improve your soloing, use these couple simple steps. Grab these blues rock backing tracks and go at it. Just get a good all-around sound with your amplifier, even acoustic guitar. It does not matter. It's what you're playing from your heart. Just let loose a little bit. You might make mistakes. So what? Everybody does. Let the stuff flow from you. You know the scale already. Just play through it. Land on these notes that sound good. Grab some small phrases. Repeat them. It was so much fun. I had a blast just making this video, so I know you'll have fun learning this concept. As always, thanks so much for hanging out with me, and let's talk soon.